What's up, guys? Eurosnobbery here. Just finished watching the World Cup games for today, and they did not disappoint once again. They were both entertaining matches. Final score of Brazil versus Chile was 1-1. Penalty kicks ended 3-2 in favor of Brazil. For me, the best match of the World Cup so far. Other game ended 2-0 for Colombia versus Uruguay. So, this was what I was really wanting to get to in this video. There's been a lot of negativity about mainly Brazil's performances in this World Cup. Also some negativity about Neymar. The negativity about Neymar has been around for well before he even joined Barca. People doubting his abilities, people saying he's not good enough, people saying, oh, he's shit, he plays in the Brazilian league. Well, I always thought that was bullshit, and I'm sorry. If your excuse for a player not being good enough is he plays in the Brazilian league, you do not belong watching this sport. It's fucking Brazil. So, I wanted to talk about that game because I'm hearing a lot of negativity from the media, people on the internet, and all sorts of other things about Brazil's performance against Chile. And I also am not hearing very much positivity about Chile's great performance against Brazil. Everyone is putting it down to Brazil having a shit performance. Chile is a very, very good football team. I don't think people understand this. They deserve credit when it's due. They completely outclassed Spain, and I honestly think they could have done better against the Dutch as well, and they could have possibly got either a result or a win in that game, but on the day the Dutch were better. If they would have won that game and won the group, I'd pick Chile as a likely team to be a semi-finalist. Unfortunately for Chile, they drew Brazil next round, so we know what happened. Alright, so Chile, great team. One of the better teams in this World Cup that I've seen. Give them some respect because they deserve it. Alright, so now I'm going to turn my attention a little bit to Brazil because I wanted to hint on this a bit. Did Brazil play their best game of the World Cup today or in the past year or so? No, I do not think they played their best game. Were they bad? No, they were not bad. They outplayed Chile for the vast majority of the game. Chile had some good spells, but overall, Brazil was the better team. They created more opportunities and were really unfortunate not to score. There were several opportunities where Brazil were very, very close to scoring. In particular, Neymar with 2 headers. The header in the first half in particular, because if Neymar's header wouldn't have gone off the Chilean defender's head, that's a clear goal. There's nothing that the goalkeeper could have done about it. But all I'm hearing from anyone is, oh, Brazil's not as good as the hype. Neymar's not as good as the hype. I'm yet to see Neymar play poorly in this competition. I'm also yet to see Brazil be outplayed by a team in this competition. Yes, they've had some close calls, but who doesn't get up to play against Brazil? What team is not going to play their best game against a team like Brazil? I'm going to tell you this straight up. No team, because you're playing against Brazil. You have everything to win and nothing to lose. Nobody expected Chile to give Brazil this game today, and they did. They played amazing. Brazil made some mistakes, but this is football. Everybody's made some mistakes in this World Cup. It's kind of shocking that I don't hear near the negativity about a team like Germany when they tie Ghana as I did for the Brazil-Mexico game. I don't really see a difference in drawing those 2 games. In fact, I see no difference whatsoever. But the media, oh, Brazil's not good enough. Brazil, they don't look like a team that could win the World Cup. Germany, oh, just Ghana's a good team. It's okay. Germany normally ties their second match and then wins their third. Oh, I don't get this double standard. I think there's been a trend in recent times for a Eurosnobbery among fans in Europe and North America. Well, mainly Canada, USA out of North America. I don't think Mexicans have any Eurosnobbery. They have no reason to. If they're going to ally with anyone, they're going to ally with the South Americans. But I think many people underestimate the abilities of the ability in South American football, and I really don't understand this. They are producing many of the best players on top European teams. When you look at the teams, look at the players on the South American teams that made it out of the group stages, most of them play for big European clubs. The ones that don't are playing in big South American clubs. And guys, South American football is strong. It's very strong. The Brazilian league and the Argentinian league in particular are two of the best leagues in the world. They are better than many European leagues. The only leagues in Europe I would hands down say are just better than Brazil and Argentina are England, Spain, and Italy. Well, 4 leagues. England, Spain, Italy, and Germany. Those are the only leagues that I'd probably say hands down are better. And there's some years I see the Brazilian league and I think, it might be better than one of the 4. Same with the Argentinian league. But they get overlooked because the media doesn't cover them as well. Many people don't know the players. I mean, guys, these Brazilians and Argentinians started out playing in those leagues for the most part. They didn't start playing football in Europe. They learned to play in South America, and they got scouted by European teams. This Eurosnobbery is kind of sad. It's like people think something happens once you step on European soil. Well, this World Cup showed anything. Something happens to the Europeans when they step on South American soil because they can't compete against the South American teams. Their South American teams have been flourishing and European teams on the whole have been struggling. But I wouldn't count out a top European side like Germany, France, or even the Netherlands. Not trying to take anything away from them, but I'm not giving the Greeks or the Swiss too much opportunity. They just do not seem strong enough sides to actually win the World Cup. Greece has an outside chance of making the semis, I'll give them that, but it's a very outside chance. They have a very fortunate draw, and with their style of play, they could always get lucky against the Dutch or the Mexicans, and they actually might be as good or better than Costa Rica. And for Switzerland, I personally think that Argentina should beat them with ease, but that's yet to be seen. I just don't see it happening for the Swiss. But that's what I was wanting to talk about, is the negativity towards Brazil over these performances. It's very uninformed on football, and it has no real basis. And the negativity on Neymar is just downright stupid. He's been easily the best Brazilian player all tournament, and he's shown something every single game. He was unfortunate not to score today, but he still was Brazil's best player, and ice in his veins on that penalty kick to win the match. If he misses that penalty kick and the Chilean player after scores, Brazil lose, they're out. That shows class, in my opinion. That shows he is confident and he can do what is necessary for Brazil to win the World Cup. Is it a given they'll win the World Cup? No, of course not. There are many teams that are still capable of winning it. But I just wanted to point this out because the negativity just surrounding Brazil is just getting stupid at the moment. All right, guys, I'm off to the soccer fields. Peace.